Hello, this is the second video showing how to make a ball bearing maze in Tinkercad. So what we've got here is what we've done so far, and that is your 80mm by 80mm grid with simply hundreds of 4mm by 4mm square holes. The next step is to design a way to get from one side of the grid through to another. Well, there's probably hundreds of different ways, but there's two that I like, and I'm going to show you both of those today. The first one is with the snipping tool. So if you go down to the bottom left hand corner, click the Windows logo there and type in SNIP, and you should find the snipping tool will come up. When the snipping tool comes up, click on it, and there it is there. Simply hit new and highlight what you have created, just like that. Once it's in the snipping tool, you can actually draw straight on the top of it. So if you click on the pen, I'm going to try a custom pen. Now I'm going to start my maze about here, and I'm going to go across and then up before I start moving. And all I want to do is put one line right through the center of the squares from one side of the maze to the other, and that will give you the position that the ball bearing will run to get from one side to the other, and that is the only way it can run. So this is the very first thing you do before you put in the rest of the maze. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to draw across to there, and I'm going to start it running upwards, and then I'm going to come back one, and then I'm going to come there, and then I'm going to come back one, and then I'm going to go up to there and across, and then I'm going to come down, and it's going to skip there before it goes across and up. Okay, so there's the first part of where the ball bearing is going to run. Now I'm going to come back across a bit, up, across, all the way down to the bottom, and then back up, and then it's got to come up across to there to be able to get out there. Okay, so there is my design of how the ball bearing is going to run through the maze. In the next video I'll show you how to take out each of those little walls so the ball bearing can run through the maze. The second way you can do this is by using Microsoft Excel. This is the first way. The second way is Microsoft Excel. So if you open a Microsoft Excel book, the first thing you want to do is take up here and grab the letters at the top, and I'm going to come right across to X. I'm going to keep my cursor up there and right click and look at column width, and if I change it to 2.5, it gives me a lot of squares that look like they are the same size, so it's like our maze. And now I'm going to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and that's how big our maze is, 15 by 15. I'm going to highlight that area, and I'm going to make the borders in that area like that. Now we'll just make it a little bit bigger so you can see it more clearly, and there is another representation of our maze. Now if we follow, I'm not going to follow the same path because it's your job to design the path for the ball bearing to roll through, but I'm going to start, actually this time I'm going to start up here, and I'm going to choose purple as my color, and I'm going to highlight the path that we're going to go along. So there's the first square, that's where we're going to start, and now I'm going to choose where we're going to finish, and that's where we're going to finish, and I'm going to make that purple. And now I've just got to find a way to get from there to there that is a not so direct path. So I'm going to start by going up to there, and then I'm going to come across to here and down and across 3 and up there, and now I'm going to come across this way and there, all the way to there, and then I'm going to come up to there. Now you don't want too much of a path. You want a path, and you want it to be a little bit complicated, but you don't want to fill too much of the area to get it done. But there is my path to get from one side to the other, and now that I've done that, I can go to the next step, which is actually cutting that path out of the maze, and you'll see that in video 3. So there is 2 different ways to design your path for the ball bearing to roll inside your maze, and one is with Microsoft Excel and one is with the snipping tool. Now you can see Microsoft Excel looks a lot neater, but they both work and they both will do the job. So it's up to you. Whichever way you'd like to go is the way to select that path, and then go on to video 3, which will give us how to cut that path out of the grid that you have created so far. And that's the end of video 2. You have a fabulous day. Bye.